All right, the Kiwi to the dollar, that's the New Zealand dollar to the US dollar. End of the week review, March 12th, 2010. Let's take a look at what happened here. We started out, we lost a pip, we gained 54, gained 26, and nothing for a total of 79. So we started out the Monday like we did with the pound. We tried to catch the hedge, the ups, the highs, and the lows, went long, went short, short, and then long. Let's take a look at it and see why all of this happened the way it did. Well, here's the short at 7006. The long didn't fill, so we won't even bother. Well, the reason why we took the short, well, what was the purpose in taking the short on this day? It's transition, trying to go short. That's why. That's the first thing anyway. See what else we got. No signals, it's long to the top, so we were expecting things to push to the upside. However, we saw that we had this up here, and we also had the gap, which, we gapped up at 69.98 immediately from 69.56. So trying to do a double dare short was like not. Okay, so we took the resistance, 7006. The reason why we lost a pip is because there's a 7 pip spread now with this Kiwi dollar. So from the difference between there and where we dropped off, we lost a pip. Actually, we didn't get out at the close. I'm just being honest. Okay, so anyway, on we go to the next day, and let's take a look at that. Going long at 69.75. Well, why would you go long at 69.75? Because you've got the support right there at 69.75 in your support resistance, which is also confirmed at the bottoms for the potential stops and limits too. And it's a new long position coming in there. And we have, unfortunately, consolidation showing up there, but we've got short to the bottom. We're in narrow range and we're reversing, so that's the reason for taking the support, and it paid off. Then we move on to the next day, and we decide to reverse our order and short it at 70.54. Well, why in the world would you do that? You just went long. Well, it's because the quick view told us to. That's why. Let's find out why. What did it say? Well, actually, that's not a reason for taking a short there, so there must have been something going on over here. And sure enough, it is. It's a first full house. It's a big one at that, because there hasn't been any black in here for a while. So this is very significant. First full house, and it's long to the top. We're in a narrow range. However, we're too close. The close is too close to the high, meaning that we should now look for a resistance area if we're going to short this, which is up here at 70.54. Okay, and that's why that happened. That was the reason for that short, and it paid off. Actually, we got 26 pips out of the deal. The rest of the week we shorted 70.42, got 0, went long, got 0. The short on Thursday, we'll look at it, even though it paid us nothing, just because we need to see the logic. We need to learn. Well, we shorted it because it was the third Fibonacci day of the trend, along with the fact that we had reversal. Now, this is interesting. Okay, you need to see this. All right, we're shorting at 70.42. Well, first of all, before I get into that, this reversal, this is a -5. Well, you don't reverse the -5. When you have such a small number of the open to the close that is less than roughly anywhere from 12 to 15% of the range, then you want to subtract that, or actually put those two numbers together with the day before it. So if you were to take this -5 and this 32 and put them together, you're still going to have a positive number, which means that is what we're reversing. And sometimes, because of trends, we look at the whole reverse as a whole. This first full house, also, what do you do after a first full house? You go back to the trend. The trend has been mostly red in here, so that's another reason for taking the short on this day. Unfortunately, it never filled because it didn't make it back to the pivot of 70.42. It only went up 2 pips before falling down. Then we tried to reverse the order and go long to catch any profit taking, because the long trend is still holding out there, and it did not fill going didn't make it down. It only went to 69.84. So we ended the week 79 pips. All right, let's move on to the Canadian dollar in our next video.